Hey, my name is Raeann E. And today we're going to be talking about sociology. What is sociology, you may ask? It is the study of human behaviors. One thing that stood out to me the most that contributes to sociology is social institutions. Social institutions are a large scale of social arrangements that is stable and predictable, created and maintained to serve the needs of society. Examples of social institutions are schools, workplaces, churches, jail. The list goes on and on. A theory that stood out to me the most within sociology is conflict theory because it points out the unfairness of society. An example of that could be the Black Lives Matter movement. The definition of conflict theory sees society as organized around the unequal distribution of resources held together through power and coercion. Culture also impacts sociology, and culture is known as the complex meaning of systems and behavior that defines the way of life for a given group or society. Norms stood out to me the most within culture because norms are the society's specific expectations for how to behave in situations, and subcategories within norms are folkways and mores. Hegemony also plays a part within culture because people try to bully other people into following their way of life. The definition of hegemony could be the authority, dominance, and influence of one group, nation, or society over another group. An example we learned in sociology this semester is when we watched the movie WALL-E, and that little computer thing was trying to control everybody because he didn't want to return back to Earth. Cultural bully right there, yes. A status. Let's go to the next page. Statuses are an established position in a social structure that carries a degree of social rank and value. The types of statuses are ascribed, achieved, and mastered. Ascribed is what you are given when you are born, and achieved is what you gain as you grow up. A role is the expected behavior associated with a particular status. An example could be an individual in the role of a parent, and they are expected to care for their children and protect them from harm. That is a role right there. Something that stood out to me the most within that is deviance. And deviance is the behavior recognized as violating expected rules and norms. And something theory associated with that is the labeling theory. And the labeling theory stood out to me because it is crazy to me how other people are so quick to judge others and define them as deviant. That makes no sense to me, and the definition of that is when a person is assigned as deviant by others. And an example is a child could be labeled as a crook, and then when they grow up, they turn out to be a thief, That's just what happens when you judge people. They turn out to be what you judge them as. So, yeah, that is sociology in a nutshell.